What's up, Juventini? We've got a ton to discuss. Osimhen wants Juve. We'll go over the latest reports involving the striker. We've also got the backline we have to take a look at. We know we're trying to bring in the cavalry in January. Well, are we going to have to start checking off several targets off that list? We'll go through the latest reports today. We're also going to talk Club World Cup, November's MVP, and Malta's presser ahead of the game against Bologna tomorrow. I'm Berto. This is the AJC channel dedicated to Juventus. It's December 6th. Let's rock with the news. First and foremost, it is the birthday of the one and only Andrea Agnelli. Tanti auguri go out to him. We know all the successes. We know about the crazy downfall towards the end, but there are rumblings we're going to get into on tomorrow's live show as we get ready for the Bologna match. But would you take him back if the option appeared for Juventus? Let me know in the comments. Now, we get to the rumor mill. Osimhen apparently wants to be reunited with Giuntoli. Does Giuntoli want to reunite with Osimhen? The latest reports suggest that Osimhen is open to joining Juventus. Now, the unknown is everything we've heard in terms of a clause. We've heard 75 million. We've heard 90 million on the clause. We've heard the clause is not available to any of the clubs in Italy, reported by some of the outlets. So nobody really knows what's going on there. I myself, I'm just not going to buy too much into this because I cannot see us dealing with De Laurentiis on trying to bring in Osimhen, all right? But the latest reports suggest that the striker is definitely open to it. We know what went down this past summer. Deals with PSG, Chelsea, and even Saudi all fell apart. He finds himself at Galatasaray. So let's see what happens. But the rumors picking up that he wants to be reunited with Giuntoli. And of course, this would need a big outgoing sale on Juve's part. So let's see what happens. As far as the backline goes, that is the highest priority at the moment, looking in January. And you've got reports that we could be losing some targets. The first one is Ta. Ta has been a target for Juventus as well as Inter, as well as even Bayern. The latest reports suggest we might all be crossing him off the target list because he had solid meetings with Barca, and that is apparently the front runner to land the player's signature at the moment, but also not necessarily in January. So we got to think January. Now we got Massimo Pavan coming out telling Tutto Mercato that this is what's going on as far as the backline and why it's going to be extremely difficult for Juventus. He's claiming that Silva is not even on the market. He's claiming that Hanko is going to be 30 million euros to bring in. And then as far as Skriniar goes, he would happily join Juventus. However, nowhere near the amount Juve would have to see on the salary. And he doubts that PSG is going to help to the tune that Juve would like. So are we wiping all of these guys off the slate? Where do you go from there? Well, not so fast. Like I said, with all due respect to Massimo Pavan, Di Marzio is claiming that a deal has been struck and they have found an agreement between Benfica and Juve on Silva. Furthermore, Jorge Mendes is the one apparently trying to push for the player's move, and it could have something to do with playing time, minutes, and just the project as a whole over there at Benfica. When it comes to Hanko, 30 million euros, we could potentially be selling to bring in this player. But if you start off with Silva on a loan, the rumors are Juve could sell and actually bring both in, like we reported yesterday. So it's all up in the air right now. I'm not crossing anybody off the list. I still stand firm. Not everybody really knows what Giuntoli's thinking or doing. So let's just wait and see, all right? And let's get into the Club World Cup. The draw went down yesterday. We saw where we ended up. Group G, we've got Man City. Again, as we do in Champions League, you've got Wydad and you've got Al Ain out of United Arab Emirates. As far as this tournament goes, we know what it is. It's a cash grab, all right? It's a cash grab. Infantino looking to fill his pockets, and the signs of him not giving a crap about players, clubs, etc. are scattered all across this, as they are World Cup, etc. and everything, okay? The Club World Cup, apparently, instead of paying 50 million euros for entry, is down to 19 million euros for the clubs. There's also apparently penalties should any of these clubs back out. And they are trying to find a way to, and they are claiming that as a club, you must play your best or you will also face a penalty. All right, so it's getting a little bit absurd. The tournament as a whole for Juve, it's very simple when it comes to me. Compete, showcase yourself in the best way possible, collect your money, don't get hurt, and get the hell out. But the biggest thing about the Club World Cup is, and we all know it, the AJC meetup, all right? Yes, we will be there, and hopefully we can all meet each other and share a beverage and celebrate Juventus. Now, we get to November. Your MVP is Chico Conceição, winning November MVP, all right? And I think it was a pretty easy one there for Chico Conceição to come out and win. Did you have somebody else on the docket that you might want to put ahead of him? Let me know in the comments, but I'm absolutely fine with Chico getting it done. Also, shameless plug, but we got great Chico merch. All our merch 25% off right now on our online store. Check out the Chico line. People are loving it. Now, we get to Motta's presser ahead of the game tomorrow against Bologna. Yes, we are going to be live. It's going to be a great show. We got a ton of news segments for you that we know you're all going to enjoy, all right? But Motta's presser is as follows. Vlahovic, Savona, Adzic, all back. Fantastic news for Juventus. He also claims that the young lads are going to stay with the squad list in terms of Pugno, Owusu, Panuccio, and even Rizzo. In terms of Nico and Douglas, he says we're hoping to get them back as soon as possible. Now, we're going to get into the injuries and what Juve's been stating tomorrow because there's a lot of comments around there from fans, a lot of feelings about lies, etc. But we're going to tackle that one together on the live show. As far as the Club World Cup, Motta says we'll think about it in due time, but he is excited about the competition. Then you have Bologna. He says they're doing well. They're a good team, play vertically and press a lot. We have to be focused, but I'm convinced that we will have a great performance. And you know what? We absolutely have to, especially after the draw to Lecce. This is a big one. We've got to get the job done. We've got to get 3 points, and we have to start stringing the results together in Serie A. And we know on the flip side of this game is City and Champions League. But for me, you do not overlook Bologna whatsoever. You've got to take care of business. That is your news break, everybody. You know the drill. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, join our AJC army. But let me know what you think about everything you just heard, and let's mix it up. Till tomorrow's live at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. As always, fino alla fine, forza Juventus. Ciao tutti.